If you watch my last video, we discussed what ChatGPT is and how you can use this to get some of those written tasks done in your business. Today, I'm going to demonstrate what this looks like. So first, you want to navigate to chat.openai.com. It has been flooded lately, so you may get an error message. But if you're able to get in, you can try different times of the day um, to try to get in when there's not a lot of usage. But if you're able to get in, this is what your screen's going to look like. So they're going to give you some examples, things that it can do, and then limitations of ChatGPT. So it is not perfect. This is a tool that you can use just to increase your productivity and efficiency with things. So there may be, it can generate the incorrect information. It may produce something that is not quite true, and that it's not updated to this year, 2023. This has been created through 2021. So anything after 2021, it may not have any knowledge like current year and things like that. So just keep that in mind. So some of the examples they provided here are, creative ideas for 10-year-old's birthday, simple questions that you can ask and it will pop out an answer. Within your business, there are things that you need to get done. One of those is a business plan. And so we're going to view how to create a business plan within ChatGPT. So on the left, the full layout, you can create a new chat, which gives you this page. Any of your old chats, you can save them, rename them, do anything that you need to categorize them. You can clear all conversations. There is a Discord, so you can join their Discord group. And then, of course, they have frequently asked questions and updates, and you can log out. And then you can also switch between light mode and dark mode. I like the dark mode just because it's a little easier on the eyes, but you can change that if you wish to as well. So first we're going to go into making a business plan with ChatGPT. This feature is so helpful if you just struggle with starting. Like maybe, you know the people that you need to get in contact with, but you just need something to talk about your business. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in, we could say, write a business plan, right? So this will just kick out any random business plan. We want to specify this. And in my guide, I talk about modifiers and descriptors that you can add. So we want to say, write a business plan for what type of business? So we're going to say a luxury watch company. And we're also going to include some information on the company and the demographic. So we're going to say that caters to hikers and okay. Next, we can add additional modifiers. So you want to give this as much detail as possible. If I can spell today. And we'll say we want to market in Europe as part of that plan. So we're going to hit enter and it's going to pop out a business plan. Now, they will, if you do not provide a business name, it will create one for you. Again, this is one of those things that you want to make sure that you review to make sure that's not copyrighted or anything like that. But you can just substitute in your business name here. Now, it's going to pop this out and we gave them a lot of information. So you want to provide a lot of information. We said that it's a luxury watch company, it's for hikers. So watches for hikers are going to need different features than just a general watch company. We also talked about that we want to market in Europe. And so that's something we added here. And then operations, it kind of free-formed its operations. I didn't give much information here, but for each section, give as much information as you can, and it will plug that in for you. All right. So let's review this business plan. Now, we gave it a lot of info, and we're going to see how it used that information to write this business plan. So the executive summary talks about the company, gives it a name, um, tells it was founded by these avid hikers, which we said, um, and their specialization, durable and reliable watches, which you're going to need, toughest conditions. So these watches are good for hikers, right? And so it just wrote this out for you. Next, under your business description, it's going to say, what are some of the features of the watch? Now, obviously, if your business description is different from what it gives you, you want to plug in those special features of your product or of your business. So this includes, water resistant shock, GPS tracking. Now, if we're creating a watch business and we don't have GPS tracking, we're going to remove that, right? And so it's going to give, again, additional detail on like materials and everything like that. Again, these are things that you'll have to edit to make sure that it fits and makes sense for your company. Now, for the marketing strategy, I found that this was really helpful, especially if you have no idea what your marketing strategy should be. This is a great place to start. This is something you can edit and change. If you don't know what a marketing strategy is, it pops it out for you, and you can modify this for your business. So to expand business in Europe, we're going to use a targeted approach. This will include advertising on websites, social media platforms, partnerships, participate in trade shows in Europe, limited warranty, excellent customer service. So these are pretty general statements, but again, you can make them more specific. Under operations, this talks about how your business is going to run. For this example, they provided e-commerce, and then sales going through the website, and then they actually give a rationale for that. Okay. Last, it gives financial projections. Now, again, we didn't give this a revenue. So if you have a projected revenue, you want to include that, however, or just change it. And it says by the end of the 5th year. So again, some of these times and dollar amounts, you can include them so that it can just plug in what you need. Invest in marketing, brand awareness, and then in conclusion, this is who we are, this is what we stand for, and this is what we hope to achieve. So this is a wonderful start. So now that we have our company, we can create some ads. So what happens is this AI learns based on what you feed it. So this is a new chat. This was completely new. The first thing we requested was this business plan. Next, let's request an ad. So we're going to say, write an ad, less than 50 words. Now, this is very simple. Within my guide, I give you some additional steps for like adding those modifiers, like however you want it to sound, and I give you some examples. But for this, we're just going to say write an ad in less than 50 words. So we're using Hiker's Time because this is the name of the business that it provided us. And then here is a less than 50 word ad that we have here. So you can add these, you can then take this and add this to a video ad or, use a voiceover. So Your creativity is really going to dictate how this works. It doesn't do the work for you. Um, Next, final example I'm going to show is how it can write a caption for social media. You also have the ability to write longer ads and, of course, longer captions and everything. So I'll say, and you can specify the type of caption you want it to write and all of that. And we're just going to say with hashtags. Let's see what happens. Now, while this is populating, again, those modifiers that I highlight are super important because you can um, change the tonality. You can add information about sales. We have a sale going on, write a caption for talking about our sale for the next week. That's just an example. So here's what it gave us for the social media caption. Conquer the trails with confidence and style with Hiker's Time watches, hashtag Hiker's Time, hashtag outdoor watches, hashtag adventure ready, hashtag hiker style. Very cute. Now this is, again, AI and a computer. So while it does give some great outputs, you want to modify this. You still may need someone to come in and modify this to make it more personal to your brand. And some of those modifiers, it's just a lot of thinking that has to go into it, but it can feed out what you want it to feed out as long as your input is correct. So instead of saying social media caption, we can say, write a social media caption that sounds happy with hashtags and talks about our sale. So keep that in mind. My guide is below. If you would like to purchase it, it would help me out a lot. So that you can have those prompts on hand. You can copy and paste and just play around with this. But I hope that this was helpful to show how to just get those business ideas off the ground and maybe create your first post for your business without overthinking the written content. So thanks so much for watching. Take care and good luck.